Yo, Haven, Grand Rising, Supreme Shining, wherever you at in the world. I hope you are having a wonderful, magnificent rotation. If you are not in a good mood, I hope you will be in a better mood by the end of this video. Before we get started, I want to say, full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. Yo, Haven, what's going on, man? Listen, I just got up. I brushed my teeth. I ain't even drink nothing yet. But listen, it's Sunday, and we gonna vibe out. We gonna do what we do and what we like to do. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? So in this video, we'll be looking at more eye-opening videos that we need to see. This is like part 2. But before we get into the video, I want to say, anyone and everyone who has ever sown the seed with me, it will be returned 100-fold, as the Most High is using you as a divine vessel to divinely support yours truly, because it's all about divine support. I want to say grace, gratitude, and thanks, peace, and prosperity to you and yours. It never goes unnoticed. It really does help the foundation, the channel, and my well-being. If you would like to do the same, hit the links in the description or the links in the About tab on the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Haven. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go up. If you've been here from the beginning, I send deep divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. You know what's up, man. You know what's up. I want to give a big, huge, gigantic shout out to TYJ Plumbing for another Cash App donation. Surprisingly, you know, supporting my my savings, because I'm saving for something. If you would like to support, you could do the same. It will really help. Little do you know, it really does help. But that's neither here or there. You know, I ain't begging. You're not obligated. So yeah. Anyhow, TYJ, thank you, man. It really does help. It really does. Haven, let's get into it, because this one is a long one. I'm talking, I'm ranting. Let's get it, man.
Hey guys, look at this. I just talked to them, okay? You see this shit right here? Look, the water is really high, and we got a storm called Ernesto coming in, but there's oil in the water. Look, you see this? This nasty stuff coming up? Look what the color of that is. Look at the color of the...
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating... eating the pets.
What a lie.
People that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
Crazy.
Parents, beware. Monsters are among us.
Hold on. Because we all know. Let me know in the comments, man. Like I said, we chilling, so we chilling. Anyhow, let me know in the comments. Did you grow up off of Chinese food? I sure did. You know, there was always jokes that was said, yo, what you eating, cat, rat, dog? You eating that cat, you eating that dog? See, me, I used to be funny because, you know, Happy Transcendence to one of my good childhood friends. Well, let me rephrase that. One of my good friends during my upbringing, because we know child means to chill, you're in, and that's like some sort of life force, aka prana. So yeah. Anyhow, he used to say, yo, you eating that rat belly. So I just ran with it, and we used to play around like that. Like, yo, what up, man? What's up, man? Let's order some rat belly. And then we'll order Chinese food, things like that, XYZ. I'm not sure if you can hear the ice cream truck outside. Should we keep going? Let's try to work through it.
The days of Roblox being a kid's game is long gone.
Investigators got a hold of what they believed was the predator's username on Roblox.
Men were arrested for allegedly preying on children they met through the Roblox video game.
We're your family. We're not going anywhere. We'll always be here for you no matter what. Please come home.
Roblox is more than just a game. It's a platform where users can express themselves by creating games of their own. And it's a huge hit among kids looking to unleash their creativity. On average, 200,000 players log on to Roblox every single month. And most of them are very young, making Roblox a hub for some pretty horrible people.
Y'all can hear it. I can see it on the sound wave thing on the software I'm using. Anyhow, get your offspring off of Roblox if they play Roblox, because there's nearby predators who's preying on the offspring who play Roblox. So what they would do is they would log in, befriend your child or your offspring, and they would just be friends with them, and they'll be nearby in the local area, and then some way somehow try to figure out to convince your offspring to meet up with them, because Roblox is an open server thing, meaning like you or me, you and I can literally host our own server and have whatever we want in that server, whatever mods and things like that, and it'll be open server. So if someone's offspring comes across it, they could just join because it's an open server. You get what I'm saying? And Roblox user interface, they have a thing where you could just load up and browse through a bunch of open servers. So get your offspring off of Roblox is what I'm trying to say. Anyhow, since the ice cream truck is outside, I'm gonna explain the next clip. The next clip, this guy saw one of his ex-gang members on Figueroa, let's just say selling himself, and he probably know him as a gangster, as a thug, whatever. My thing is, one, damn bro, why you gotta stoop so low? Two, I know we all have hardships, but two, where the hell was the gang at when he needed help? You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, let's get into it. I'm gonna mute it and then press play.
What you own out here, nigga?
And most of them are very young, making
Okay, the ice cream truck pulled off. We good now.
Roblox a hub for some
So look at this.
horrible people.
Watch out, homie. What you own, nigga?
Watch out,
what
bro.
you own out here,
Hey,
nigga?
watch out, bro. I don't even fuck around. I'm on there on the set. Now I do my own shit, bro. Nigga, Trey Essence, nigga, come on.
You home,
Back the fuck you, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I be out here homeless, putting on this stuff, nigga. I got my bitch and all that, bro. On my mama, and I done talked to the big homies and all that, bro.
You ain't funny, stand on
Check out this.
Man. Yo, Haven, what you doing if you rolling down the street going wherever you going and you see your mans out there like that? Are you gonna have that same reaction? I don't think I'll put hands on them, but they got gang stuff going on, so whatever. But anyhow, I think I'll call them out. Not even on no bad energy, just like, yo, damn, bro, like what's good? Like, this is what's up, like this is what you doing, like for real. I don't know, that's just me. I would definitely call him out, see what's going on with him, see where his mental at, but I'll fall back after that, just let him be. Sometimes, listen, this is the thing. We cannot be mad about someone doing what they're doing during their experience in this space and place or planet. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful. It's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Happy Sunday. Let's get it.
Scene from San Bernardino, California, y'all. Look at this. Look at this.
It's been like 1 hour since I last posted, and this is what it looks like. It gotten worse.
Do y'all see how dark that is? And look at this. Look how blue it is. Just look at the denseness of this huge cloud. It don't even look real, y'all. Do you guys see that? It look like you can take that cloud and just peel it back. Like it's very tangible. And just how dark it is just up in the skies, y'all. That shit look crazy. And this guy right here had a plane fly right over his house and drop this pink or red residue and literally destroying his property. Check this out.
Oh, nah.
Look at that, y'all.
We not doing that. Absolutely not.
Look, it destroyed his garage door. Look at that.
I was close for him. That was a close one.
Look at his roof. It literally cracked his roof.
Got ourselves a new paint job.
Look at his roof. Broke. His roof is broken.
Absolutely not.
This thing right here fell down. You can't even make this up. The windows to his truck cracked. Yeah, it's going crazy in California right now, y'all. It seems like this thing has been going on forever, hasn't it, y'all? And
my thing is, you supposed to just take that on a bunny, right? So for you people who don't know slang in terms of people in the hood, right? Taking it on the bunny means taking it on a hop. Like, you're supposed to just brush it off. Like, it's all good. Like, oh, I'm gonna just take the L. Like, what you mean? Like, you supposed to just take it on a bunny? Like, my home is damaged. My vehicle is damaged. Y'all painted everything over it. Like, what just happened? Let's keep going though, man. Let's keep going, man.
then I believe it's been happening like year after year as well. You guys already know what I think, but this video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace in. So California just had an earthquake and people are still recording what is going on with the sky. As you can see over here, you see the red sun. A lot of people are commenting saying that the sun is red due to the smoke, and I don't believe that is accurate. I mean, look at this, y'all. Even with it zoomed all the way in, you can still see this red orb here. Look, right, a red orb, and then you see like a black outline behind it. Kind of like what happened in the eclipse, right? When the black sun came out, you know what I'm saying? It kind of looks like a magic crystal ball, huh? Like, I've never seen this type of red before. And then clearly you can see the black outline behind it. It looks like there is something behind it that this thing here is hiding. And here goes another picture of it, y'all. Y'all see that, right? Okay, let's say the clouds are causing it to be red. Did you guys forget about the red and blue Kachina? These things have been in our atmosphere for quite some time now. Tell me, after the April 8th solar eclipse, the sun became white, right? And they didn't do nothing about it. They didn't obfuscate it. They didn't put no clouds up in the sky to cover it, no smoke clouds. And now this red sun shows up, and now all of a sudden, you know, red tint, red clouds. A lot of you guys know that we are in what's called the end of days, the days of Noah, and this is the Hopi prophecy being fulfilled. They say that we will be seeing these things in the skies, and now they are trying to disguise what is in the sky, which is literally a play on words, disguise what's in the sky. But nonetheless, we've never seen these people go as hard to cover up what is actually happening in the sky. Remember New York last year, California last year, and even this year, as well as Canada, when everybody was seeing the red sun in the sky, what was happening at the same time? Coincidentally, fires, smoke. But yeah, y'all, interesting times we live in, y'all. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift.
Yo, but look though, Haven. Have y'all been seeing what's going on with California now? I think it's fires now. I watch somebody who's like I watch a content creator who's spiritual, who's from California. They just took a 4 rotation vacation somewhere because California was literally on fire, she said. So I don't know, but we paying attention, right? Yeah, I hope so. I am.
Peace in. Bro, it seems like California is still going through it, y'all. Look at this. This is today in California. Y'all see how red it is over there, y'all? This video was taken at 2 p.m., y'all. 2 p.m. and it gets even more red than this. The lady said you can see ashes falling out of the sky. Check this out.
They shouldn't be out here, but that first video was recorded at like 2 o'clock. It is now 4 o'clock, and there's ashes everywhere.
Y'all see how red it is? Look at that. Look at that. It literally looks like a scene out of a movie. Here go another one over here, y'all. Check this out.
Look at this shit. You see this side, but it's blowing over. I had to like literally dash in the house. You see how this ash? I had ash falling on me, bro.
Y'all see that? Look at the sun. Y'all see that? That look crazy, man. And then the wildfires going out. You can see the black smoke, the sun right there. It's crazy. You can barely see the sun. Wow. Man, what a time to be alive, man. California got the red sun and Florida got the blue sun. I showed y'all the blue sun is in Florida. I mean, look at this. This is where I'm at in Florida. We got the blue sun. Look. Look at that. You can see.
That's what it be looking like outside for me when I go sun gaze and things like that. It be like a diamond in the sky. Diamond sun, maybe. Oh, wait. Wait, what happened? Damn. I ain't mess up. Let's keep going.
See the blue all around that. And not to mention all the colors of the rainbow. Right? California got the red sun and we got the blue sun. How is that possible?
Beautiful.
Why aren't we seeing the same suns in the same places? Y'all please let me know how that is possible. Red sun on the west coast, blue sun on the east coast. The red and blue Kachina. The times are here, y'all. There are signs in the sky. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace in. Did y'all hear that California just experienced an earthquake, y'all? Look at this shit.
Wait,
I think this is the Santa Monica.
We're gonna do something here, Haven. Cal, you in California and you did not mention nothing about this dear here earthquake that everyone in California felt. A 5.1 got lowered to a 4.9. So listen, Haven, if you a Haven member and consider yourself a Haven member, I want to see you put in the comments, Cal, what the hell is going on? C-A-L is his name. What the hell is going on? Let's get it though.
Appear, this thing is shaking like a bad habit.
Hello everyone, we're following breaking news on an earthquake right now. The U.S. Geological Survey is reporting a 4.7 magnitude earthquake near Malibu just a few minutes ago.
Now, shaking has already been reported in Thousand Oaks, Lake Elsinore, Inglewood, Gardena, and our studios here in Universal City. Now, this is a look at the map where the earthquake is centered, and a 2.7 magnitude aftershock was felt a short time later.
So originally it was classified as a 5.1 earthquake, but they downgraded it to a 4.7. This guy said it literally shook him out of his bed, and along with other people within the comments as well.
We just had a 5.1, which they just downgraded to a 4.7 in Malibu.
Crazy.
Simeon Diaz, I got the alert on my phone. It shook me right out of bed, and I'm in Los Angeles near downtown. So yeah, it was initially a 5.1 that hit at 7:28 a.m. and it's just been downgraded to a 4.7.
I remember when I showed y'all this article less than a month ago, August 28th. Research indicates that the next big earthquake could be imminent. And then that viral video of the melanated guy going around warning people in California.
4 months ago, God told me that a tsunami coming to California and destroying the coast of California. Y'all ever heard of the San Andreas fault? Yeah. It's finna get ready to happen, brother. I came from Atlanta, Georgia, bro. I don't know nobody in California. I got a wife, I got kids. He said, get up and go save my children in California, and that's what I'm doing, bro. My shirt say evacuate California, and on the back of it, it say survive San Andreas, bro.
You can tell those cops seemed a little bit uncomfortable. Yes, they have been talking about the San Andreas fault line for quite some time now, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. These movies are predictive programming. It's the form of the government telling you a story without them really coming out in the news telling you the story. So to all my people out there in California, how y'all doing out there? Let me know how y'all feeling down in the comments below. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this.
Crazy.
Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace in. Have y'all seen Hurricane Francine?
Anyone we know in California.
It strengthened right before landfall into a Category 2, just defying all odds. And now we're receiving some of the worst conditions.
Did you guys hear what he said? It strengthened into a Category 2 before it hit land, defying all odds. And then for some reason, this came up on my FYP on TikTok. Literally, defying all odds before getting to land. Now, as of late this year, we have been coming across this specific looking spiral a lot, y'all. It's been happening in the hurricane, and there was a typhoon happening in China, and this thing appeared in the typhoon as well. Y'all see that? Do you guys remember Hurricane Beryl? Here we go, Hurricane Beryl. Y'all see that? That thing right there literally looks like a, you know, a dragon. Look at that, y'all. Doesn't that look like a dragon? It looks like Scalar. Remember Scalar? Look, this dragon over here is Scalar. Now, coincidentally enough, it's going over water. Look.
I know about Spyro. I don't know about Scalar though. Scalar.
Here's the water, and then it's got plasma all around it. Kind of like a hurricane would have plasma or electricity around it as well, right? Then remember this from Mexico, y'all? And then y'all see the plasma all around it? It's plasma because it's purple. If it was lightning, they would have made the strikes white. I even showed you numbers that Beryl was personified as a Leviathan. You see? Beryl 13, Leviathan flipped is 31. That's why it was a spiritual thing. It was in the clouds. It was above. And Beryl was below. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. And then you have Dragon 103, which is again 13 or 31 flip. Scalar 22, and then again Dragon 22. 2 plus 2 gives you 4. You put 2 and 2 together, you get.
Yo, I really never heard of Scalar, man. Never. Have you? I never heard of Scalar. I've been doing cartoons. Well, not anymore. I haven't watched actually watched cartoons in a long while. But I'm talking about video games. I played video games since the age of 4. I never heard of Scalar. Please let me know if you have.
3 plus 1, which gives you 4 as well. This is cosmic knowledge I'm speaking here, y'all. But let me know what you guys think about this video. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I just want to get your thoughts, y'all. And I'm raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace out.
I have a very important message for you, and it's imperative you take heed to this information. It's important you detox and prepare your body for the next wave. Listen when I tell you there will be a potential second pandemic.
We need more money to plan for the second pandemic. There's going to be another pandemic. We have to think ahead. And that's not something the last outfit did very well. That's something we've been doing fairly well. That's why we need the money.
When the next pandemic comes knocking, and it will, we must be ready to answer decisively, collectively, and equitably. And for enhanced international cooperation, the Pandemic Accord, a generational commitment that we will not go back to the old cycle of panic and neglect.
I know what they have planned. Okay, so what I told her is how much metal you have in your body will affect you when this thing happens. It has to do with frequency.
He's saying it. They're literally telling you on TV.
Okay, so that I stay safe and I can come back and I stay alive, I want to tell you something. I will give you a hint to what he showed me. It's going to happen. And you have to get rid of these metals in your body. And I know exactly how to do it very easily. If you want to do it fast and quick, it would be green drinks. Anything green. And, you know, the whole fiber thing and all that. I know. But what I'm saying is there's something with chlorophyll that has to do with, it matches, it's very close to your blood in its structure. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so you have to have a carrier that will grab things and take them out of your body, okay? That's why I wanted her to speak to you about this.
It's called chelation.
So, if you want to know what's going to happen, and it could happen tomorrow, it could happen, but they're going to say it's something else. You're going to have to do your own thinking about this. I don't want to get in trouble. But just stick a piece of foil in a microwave and picture that in your body.
Wow. Eruption from the inside out. Obliteration from the inside out.
This is why you must remove all heavy metals from the body.
Yo, hold on and wait a minute, man. Pardon. Haven, listen. We watch these videos. We spread the knowledge on these things. Yeah, we have fun and things like that. But there are always things to grab upon in these videos and learn from and apply to your daily lifestyle. However, the reason why I say that, right, is because it's happening. They're saying it on TV. This is old. We've seen this footage before. So, are you getting right? Are you cleaning the vessel? Doing your best to maintain cleaning the vessel? It's not easy, I know. But are you trying to? You know, if you try, you will surely grow. Anyhow, let's keep going. Links in the description for any and everything that you see on this channel that you would like to try out and experiment with XYZ. Links in the description. Holistic Remedies, Shilajit, CMOS, XYZ, you name it. It's all there within those links. All you gotta do is search. All you gotta do is click the link and start searching, start doing some little digging around. That's it, that's all. Let's keep going.
Chlorophyll has what's called mycelium, okay? And it's a fat substance that wraps around materials such as lead, cadmium, and mercury and expels them from the body. Cilantro chlorella blend is specifically formulated for heavy metal detox, according to various studies that...
Because cilantro alone removes heavy metals. I add cilantro to one of my salads, which is a detoxing salad. You know, I should probably show you guys that. I've done it on Instagram plenty of times, but I've never really shown you guys on YouTube. I probably should. I'm gonna keep you guys in mind.
Heavy metal chelation using cilantro and chlorella can naturally remove an average of 87% of lead, 91% of mercury, and 74% of aluminum from the body within 45 days.
Nice.
This is what I highly recommend to ensure that you successfully expel all toxic metals from the body. Also recommend consumption of foods rich in chlorophyll as well. This would also ensure that you're properly detoxed of all toxic metals. Chlorophyll is the substance responsible for giving plants their green pigment. For all high-quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual exploration, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension. Peace to the gods and goddesses. Today I would like to discuss the real benefits of copper, all right, and how slept on it really is. Copper doesn't just increase your electromagnetic aura field, all right? Copper, because it increases your electromagnetic aura field, some of the great benefits of it is it actually also reduces radio waves, all right? Things like 5G radiation and different radio waves actually will be deflected due to...
Correct. My necklace that I have behind me, I'm not sure if you guys can see it hanging off the thing right there, right? Right here. Right here, this little, damn, I'm really not good with this kind of stuff, but yeah, this right here, this little, it's hanging off of this thing here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Anyhow, it has rose quartz, moldavite, black tourmaline, auralite 23. Yeah, that's what it has. And black tourmaline is known to block EMF radiation. Then it's copper. It's closed off, locked. We are energetic beings, so I'm the energy conductor. You get where I'm going? That's why it's an ancient talisman. But let's keep going. I don't want to hold you up.
The conductivity of copper. Copper is actually used for RF shielding, radio frequency shielding, because its ability to absorb frequencies. Copper is actually naturally found in the body, all right? And the great thing about copper is it actually produces red blood cells. Copper also strengthens your collagen, and it also actually provides antioxidants, which gets rid of free radicals. Free radicals are the building blocks for cancer as well as senescence. Most people are unaware that copper is actually in our body, all right? And that there's a such thing as copper deficiency. Some signs of copper deficiency is fatigue, tired, brittle bones, a problem with memory and things of that nature. These are certain signs of copper deficiency that you can have. Copper's atomic number on the periodic table of the elements is 29, and it's labeled Cu, and it's in group 11. Origin of the word copper came from the Latin word cuprum, which actually meant Cyprus. It was actually first found on the island of Cyprus. Copper is generally known for its ability to conduct heat and electricity. Because you are an electrical magnetic being that has a sun inside of you, all right, the copper is going to be very beneficial to you. I do have the copper bracelets available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio.
Many questions, and it's really causing the public to, if anything, they're disturbed by this news. Right now, we do know that the Chief Medical Examiner's Office, they're examining the remains to determine whether these bones belong to one person or multiple people. But as you mentioned, this is all disturbing news to the public. I can show you where these bones were found, where the humans' remains were found. This is the latest discovery. Happened here behind me between the Manhattan and Brooklyn Bridge. This is near the same area where a human skull and bones were found within the last 2 weeks, according to authorities. The initial discovery on August 18th was made by a Parks Department employee, and another set of human remains was found 2 days later on the rocks, not far from where the first remains were discovered. A passerby noticed the bones and called the police, who quickly came out to check it out.
We just stumbled upon it. It's right up in the rocks, exactly where they said that the ones were from the past 2 weeks, a week. And they're just assuming that that's just going to keep happening, or not, or this is the end of it, but it's the same situation.
And again, this is the third time that bones have been discovered in the water near the rocks in the month of August. This area remains under investigation.
Señores, algo exquisito, nunca visto.
Yo, look at this. So he's making sancocho. Sancocho is a Spanish soup. You know, people now in modern times, they make it however they want to make it, to your liking, to your preference. But I think, right, don't quote me, originally it was like 7-meat soup or something. Anyhow, this street vendor is putting a bottle of Fabuloso inside the sancocho that he sells. Stop eating outside food.
Nueva receta del Gambi, un fabuloso para el sancocho. Mírenlo ahí. Mírenlo ahí, un fabuloso para el sancocho. Mírenlo ahí, señores. No es moñeñé, no es vaina, mírenlo ahí. Un fabuloso para el sancocho. Ustedes están viendo, la nueva receta.
That's sick, bro.
Ahí Virgen de la Alta Gracia.
And people come by his food.
Gambi, dime ese ingrediente nuevo, dime. Hay que variar. Hay que variar. Y algo que morir. Eso es un gustico, Y algo que morir. Y algo que morir. Bueno, que no quiera comer, que no coma, pero ya se ve show.
Yo. What y'all think? Is it real deal? What y'all think?
The new year does not start on January 1st, okay? That's a huge lie that was installed by the Vatican, okay? The gentleman you see behind me is Pope Gregory, all right? He's responsible for what's referred to as the Gregorian calendar, okay? It's named after Pope Gregory. The calendar that we used prior to the Gregorian calendar was the Julian calendar. All of these holidays or so-called holy days are made up. They are fictitious. It's all a fallacy for their agenda, okay? This was done because they wanted to fit Easter in the calendar, all right? So they made alterations. We're actually missing about 10 days off the calendar to be exact. The months are in the language Latin, okay? I'm gonna basically start from 7, okay? Septem would be 7, okay? And obviously they changed it now to September being the 9th month. Octo, we know that means 8, just like an octopus. That's actually supposed to be the 8th month. It's not the 10th month. Then they got Novum, and then they got Decim, and then they got 11 and 12. We see that. It's all false, okay? This is why they also came up with April Fools. April Fools is basically to say, hey, you guys been fooled in reference to the calendar, all right? So all you guys making your New Year's resolutions and actually saying Happy New Year, it's false, all right? Our actual New Year starts in April, all right? All of this whole thing is a fallacy. And this is why it's time to wake up and realize that anything you've been told from ancient times were from people who didn't like us and whose objective was to subjugate us, all right? Peace and love to everyone.
I like the way he be rapping.
One thing that I find very ironic is that people argue over flat earth or round earth when ultimately we're stuck in a square simulation. This whole simulation is a multi-phase tesseract, all right, that's induced by the Saturn moon matrix. This simulation was designed by highly intelligent extraterrestrial beings.
Ice cream truck again.
This is actually why we keep reliving life cycles. Our original moon was replaced with a draconian satellite that's hollowed out with observatories. Some allege that the Sakar Empire was working with the tall whites as well as Hitler with stations on the moon. Now some allege that that artificial moon in conjunction with Saturn and the Black Knight satellite is actually what's creating and presenting this tesseract overlay that we're encapsulated in. Now, the only way to temporarily escape this tesseract is via soul projection, which is an advanced version of astral projection. Soul projection is when the soul leaves the body by way of the crown chakra. It actually leaves out of the calvary, which is the top part of the skull. When you astral project, you are actually leaving from your solar plexus chakra, which is connected to the astral plane. Now, when you astral project, you're still in the simulation, all right? This is what most people aren't aware of. The simulation actually is very vast. All right, and the only way to fully escape the simulation is via soul projection or soul traveling. This is when you fully step outside the ethereal construct. You have 7 subtle bodies, and there's also 7 spiritual planes, okay? Again, the physical plane, the etheric plane, the astral plane, casual plane, the mental plane, the spiritual plane, and then you have the Christic plane, which is when you actually ascertain Christ consciousness. This is the highest elevated level of consciousness or perception. When you soul project and exit the crown chakra, at that point you're gaining access to the Christic plane. Some refer to it as the Buddhic plane. This is what the shamans and the yogis were actually making mention of when they said be Christ-like. All right, it just basically means your elevated self, your higher self. And during the soul projection sound, you may hear a popping sound like, all right, you may, right when you pop right out the top of the crown chakra, you may hear a popping sound. Again, when you astral project, you're only relegated to the astral realm, but when you soul travel, you have access to all planes. Decalcified pineal gland has access to all heavenly planes. This is why I recommend utilization of herbs like haritaki or monatomic gold for decalcification of the pineal gland. In order to gain access to Haru consciousness or Christ consciousness or that Christic plane that we were discussing, you have to first gain access to the cosmic gateway or your first eye. You have to decalcify that pineal gland. And again, I know a lot of people call it the third eye, but this is actually your first eye. This is your spiritual gateway. Herbs like lion's mane mushroom are also phenomenal for brain boosting power. All right, things like decalcification of the pineal gland.
Let me go in my recycle bag. Hold on. I never have had this before. Right? But look what it got. Lion's mane. So I'm like, yo, hey, let me try this. What's up, man? Tastes pretty good. I'm all out though, as you can see. I had 2 of them. I'm all out. Let's keep going now.
As well as regeneration of any damaged brain cells. Remember, your cerebral spinal fluid is the personification of Christ. And as it climbs your 33rd vertebrae, that symbolizes Jacob's ladder. And at that point, it reaches the 12th pair of cranial nerves. That's synonymous to the 12 disciples. If you times that by 2, you get the 24 elders. This is all talking about your higher self. This is all that meant. We are rapidly ascending, cosmic family. We are actually stepping into different dimensions, and we are actually elevating. Our 12-strand genetics is being upgraded as we speak. We are actually stepping into our light body, all right? This is probably why you've been noticing you've been eating less food. You've been less hungry lately. This is also why you wake up in the middle of the night, and sometimes you have insomnia. You are converting from a carbon body to a crystalline structure. This symbol you see here is the personification of the serpentine energy, the Ida and Pingala becoming unified that actually crystallize your body. Continue to stay balanced. This is also why right now Spirit is telling you to take care of yourself. You probably out of nowhere been actually treating yourself a lot better, being more in tune with health, taking more herbs, working out more. This is because your higher self know that it's time to get right and that the planet is going through a rapid...
Tell me how I was walking home, right? From when I grabbed that drink I just showed you guys, right? I walked into the pizza shop and my mind started racing like aluminum in the cheese. You don't know what's going on with that red sauce they making behind closed doors. It's outside food. You don't know how they handle it. Or I'm like, you know what? I just turned around and walked right out. I know they was looking at me all like, yo, what just happened? But I had to like discern like, yo, hold on. Like, yeah, I would like to eat some pizza, but I would like to feel better instead of eating pizza, because that's just going to lead me to a feeling that that's not mine, right? Since these parasitic organisms control how you think and manipulate the body, whatever. Let's keep going on.
Metamorphosis. Continue to detox yourself and prepare for the solar energy. Also continue to ground and make sure that you're plugged in with the planet. Every electrical unit has to make sure that it grounds itself, and you are an electromagnetic being. For all high quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual exploration, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension.
Your soul enters your body based off of the vibration of the first vowel of your name. Whatever is the first vowel of your name is considered your soul vibration, which makes perfect sense because if you add up all of the vowels in your name, it equals your soul number. And the first vowel of your name gives specific information such as your natural and innate approach towards life. It represents your character traits such as creativity, sensitivity, willpower, and determination. If the first vowel of your name is an I, then you approach life with a deep, emotional, intuitive nature. You have a humanitarian spirit. You desire to make the world a better place. However, you can overgive and overcompensate and easily be taken advantage of by others because of your capacity to want to help and be of servitude. First vowel of your name starts with an E. You're highly creative, very intuitive, investigative. You have a fascination with the mysteries of life. You love adventure and traveling, and you're extremely resourceful and unconventional with your approach, and you're naturally rebellious. O is the first vowel of your name. You love very deeply. You accept responsibility. Family matters a lot to you. However, you do have the capacity to conceal feelings and bottle them up, and then can be explosive and things come flying out uncontrollably because you value harmony. U is the first vowel of your name. You're very sensitive and sensual, and you're super creative, and you haven't
coming back to their consciousness, sir.
No, because y'all see how he skipped out on A, right? I know some of y'all was waiting. Whatever.
Poison the food supply.
Yes, sir. There's no mineral left in the soil.
Are you feeding them negativity on the news?
Yes, sir. War and death.
Social media.
Yes, sir. Gender wars. Damn. Racism. It's not enough. They keep coming back. What do we do?
We need to lower their immune systems.
I thought we did that already with the virus, sir. What else can we do?
More poison. We'll put more poison in the crop field.
We used all the
We'll
poison.
poison the animals. And then tell them to eat the animals.
This is why you're our leader, sir. Put the poison in the animals.
Train doctors to not address the cause.
I see where you're going.
But only
the symptom.
So they'll get treated forever and eventually die. And we still get the money!
Sir, what about the people that have found cures for these diseases and are trying to help other people cure these diseases?
We'll make it punishable by law to say you can cure disease.
What about the people that know the truth about COVID?
Punishable by law to spread misinformation about COVID.
But sir, that's free speech. We can't pass a law like that.
We'll pay social media to take down people that even say the word COVID.
No wonder niggas out there eating bugs. That look like a little...
Y'all following? Because it's really like that. Let me know if you following. I told y'all we chilling this one, man. We chilling.
Piece of tenderloin. That look like a little piece of medium rare back steak. I ain't know Beatles had that in there. That's why motherfuckers be smashing them bitches. A little bit of oil, salt, pepper, vinegar, but you gotta skin them for me. That little green stuff right there, I can't do. But just go ahead, give me a couple fried beetle back. I'm good. I don't know if that's vegan or not, but fried beetle back right now.
Rest in peace to James Earl Jones, but am I the only one that feels like this is a potential Mandela effect? I feel like this is the second time that I'm hearing that James Earl Jones transition. I could have swore I heard something like this after the second Coming to America movie. This is another Mandela experience. You can't tell me that the dimensions aren't merging. Something very peculiar is going on, and this is only more confirmation that the timelines and the dimensions are merging. I feel like we're just gonna see more and more Mandela effects and glitches in the Matrix. First it was Richard Simmons, now it's James Earl Jones for the second time. The crazy thing about this is some of y'all watching this is from the other world and don't remember it the way I'm saying it. This may sound crazy to some, but those that are tapped in can see the distortions in the Matrix. This is just another sign of the draconian Saturn moon matrix failing. As the cosmic energy shift on a planet, we're gonna notice the matrix crumbling more and more. This is why the world around us is changing so rapidly. There's a shift taking place on the planet. This is why places like Canada are deciding to no longer pay their bills, okay? That energy is going to actually make it here and in the rest of the world.
Big shout out to Canada. If they the send traders and they started it, let's give them their credit, Haven. Let's give them their credit. Yeah.
As well. People are actually starting to wake up and things around us are rapidly changing. This is why you may now have the urge to start taking care of yourself. Spirit is telling you to get more healthy. Spirit is telling you to fast more, to detox. This is because the planet is terraforming itself, and those that have a connection to planet Tiamat actually got the memo and know that now it's time to detox, cleanse themselves of parasites, take care of themselves, exercise, plug in with the Schumann resonance, ground, sun gaze, do all the things necessary to ensure that they're in homeostasis, that they have the proper trace minerals, that they are maintaining a high alkaline environment. 7.5 is alkaline and anything under is acidic. Right now is the time to make sure that you're taking care of your body and preparing yourself for cosmic light code integration. The reason these billionaires are building so many bunkers underground is because they're preparing for a massive solar storm, a massive geomagnetic storm. That's going to be the strongest geomagnetic storm that we have ever encountered. These cosmic energy fluctuations are another reason why the matrix is actually being distorted and crumbling. Not to mention CERN operating their Large Hadron Collider. This is the time to take responsibility for your ascension process. You should be detoxing the body with chlorophyll. Do have packs of chlorophyll available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension link in bio. I also recommend eradication of all parasitic organisms. Wormwood, black walnut, and whole cloves not only kill the parasites, but they also eradicate their eggs. Parasites are responsible for most of your intrusive thoughts, and they also make you crave food that you know you should not be consuming. You can travel from your stomach to your heart to your brain. Detoxing ourselves of all parasitic organisms and toxic metals, we prepare ourselves for cosmic light code integration. This would ensure that we can handle the sun and our ascension process isn't painful. All high quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual exploration, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension.
You guys, I figured it out again. And this is about to blow your mind. Now, before I go into this rabbit hole, have to give credit when credit is due. Rashad Jamal said that Caucasians came from a portal into our world, right? Now, we have to understand that he might have been correct and that they were really hiding history, because history is his story. Now, the guy behind me, John Ronald Reuel Tolkien, or you know him as J.R.R. Tolkien, was a master scholar who wrote The Lord of the Rings. Now, we all know that they hide truth in fiction. I believe that J.R.R. was trying to tell us the truth, but he did it in an imagery that in some circles was disliked, even though his books and his writings were wildly popular. And so The Lord of the Rings is basically like a secret fire where it talks about God originating the spirit, right, that stirs in the children of his children, right, to be able to build and create and be able to become closer to the Most High. And so his books put these obstacles in place so that the protagonist can grow and etc. But what makes this important is the fact that students of Freemasonry would not be unjustified in recalling at the same threads of imagery with Masonic traditions. This would mean that J.R.R. Tolkien's, his book of The Lord of the Rings is parallel with Masonic traditions. And they say that Freemasons hold the real truth
And for you to get that truth, you have to be a part of their group. And it would make sense if they have the hidden true history and hiding it from the rest of the world. This would make sense. And so J.R.R. Tolkien is kind of exposing the realities of our real reality through imagery. In the beginning of Lord of the Rings, if you ever seen the movie, I highly go recommend it. It talks about how the age of exploration around a certain time happened where white men traveled exploring the world in the quest for power. And so we would have to know that these stories are about Middle Earth and about creatures and about beings that come from inner Earth that are interacting with humans. So now, if this is the human realm, inside of this ice wall, you have our continents, which is all one, by the way, and not separated by water. Middle Earth would be anything outside of this ring. Hence the realm of the Titans, right? Where J.R. Tolkien is telling us that these behemoth creatures swim in these waters. Now, history is starting to prove that Caucasians started their existence after the 1500s, right? But before then, everything in this continent was considered black. And up until that point, between the late 1400s, early 1500s, no one in this landmass has ever seen a Caucasian or a white person. And I'm not talking albino, because that is still a black person. Now, if God saved his lineage with the flood, right? Because they were making hybrid animals and damning the world, right? If he saved his lineage by flooding it and disposing of the hybrid land animals and all of the animal hybrids that were of the water, that water that dumped here pushed those animals out past this ring. And hence why the realm of the Titans is out in these deep waters, is because the flood pushed those animals, and now we are around the barrier of the circumcision of the ice, which controls the currents in our world. And so Lord of the Rings talks about the age of exploration, where these men on the Middle Earth outside are invading God's people. I believe these people that's organic to this realm are the Atlanteans, because after the flood, God saved his people. And all of these people are organic and they thrive off the sun, right? Caucasians are the only race that the sun impacts them negatively, making it be known that they aren't natural to this ring inside of our world. Because everything that came organic here is shown that they have capabilities to coexist with the sun. So the fact that they don't, and the fact that J.R.R. Tolkien is talking about them exploring the new world from Middle Earth. If Middle Earth is outside and they talk about the portals, I'll give you an example. They talk about the dwarves, the elves. These people hold ancient knowledge where they can augment weapons, right? And turn them stronger. And they just know magic and they know sorcery and stuff, so they can augment and use their form of technology to create things that people have never seen on this side. Case in point, cloning. Case in point, the Lord of the Rings had what? Their enemies were cloning their people to go against the protagonists. That's where these armies were coming from. These armies were coming from Middle Earth. And so they gathered up to fight all of these people, all of these, you know, evil people that come from Middle Earth. And so when you think about it, this age of exploration, when Caucasians started popping up in our world, they came through ships through here. They had this higher level technology because they're on the outer realms, and the Lord of the Rings explains this. And so now you're looking at these outsiders that came into the realm of God's people. This is why God said to separate from them. This is why God said to not procreate with them. It's because they were created and cloned outside of God's commandment, outside of God's covenant. Because when he brought up his lineage with the flood, right, those who were destroyed or pushed outward, right, found a way to get back in. And when they found a way to get back in, right, it was black people, right? And I'm pretty sure when they came through, or excuse me, on this side, when they came through on this side, right, Europe is here, would be here, just right above Africa. So this is probably why the Europeans still have a hold on the world today through the Vatican, is because those Caucasians on the outer walls probably stopped there first and probably tricked those black Europeans in that area to go against their own people for their technology and power. And Satan found a way to get in because the genetics of Caucasians is not of God. And the Lord of the Rings shines a light on this because these stories are from Freemasonry origins.
Yo, that was pretty deep, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all think he on to something? That was pretty deep. I don't know. I wanted to share it with you guys.
I'll put y'all on real quick. When y'all go to drink water at a facility, any facility y'all go to, if it got this, don't drink it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. I'm showing the people where this leads, so they know what they drinking. I'm not tagging nobody. I'm just at a facility. There's the wall. Right. Hold on. What's going on? What's she about to show me? Oh, this one I'm about to show you. You see that?
Yeah.
That's what you're drinking. Don't trust this.
This is for everyone who's wondering why they're not
outside food and drinks, man. I don't know, man.
having.
And it's funny to me because I'm sure if you drink enough water, you could taste the difference in water. You notice when you drink water from outside at other places, it all tastes different, tastes funny if it's not a certain bottle of water that you prefer. I'm just asking for a friend. Like the video.
A successful astral projection experience or potential lucid dream, or OBE. First and foremost, you have to sync the left hemisphere and right hemisphere of the brain. Left hemisphere of the brain is divine masculine, and the right hemisphere of the brain is divine feminine. Some also refer to it as anodes and cathodes. The anodes would pertain to the divine feminine, and the cathodes will pertain to the divine masculine. And this has nothing to do with gender, but scientific function. We are electrical beings. The right and left hemisphere of the brain must work as a cohesive unit in order to successfully accomplish an astral projection experience. This means you must fuse the left and right hemisphere of the brain. You must fuse divine masculine and divine feminine. This is the personification of the Star of David. If you analyze this image, you would notice it's two triangles. One triangle is facing up and one triangle is facing down. This is basically the joining of divine masculine and feminine. Humanoid avatar has a total of 114 chakras. There are 7 main energy cortexes or chakras, but there are a total of 114. Above your crown chakra sits what's called the soul star chakra. It could be looked at as the Star of David, or the joining of divine masculine and feminine. Blue lotus and mugwort leaf does create activity in the prefrontal cortex, making it easier to link the left and the right hemisphere of the brain. For high-quality herbs like blue lotus or mugwort leaf or lion's mane mushroom to decalcify the pineal gland, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension. Remember, guys, this also takes practice. You have to have the ability of avoiding all distractions, removing all outside interferences, and having the ability of quieting and silencing the mind. Every time you lay down and go to sleep, your soul journeys back home, okay? The thing is catching it. Are you lucid enough to see where your soul travels to? I have caught mines. I have traveled through wormholes and portals at light speeds, and I have seen this and actually experienced this, and it's phenomenal. It's amazing. Time to remember you are not the body, okay? You are an etheric energy being having a human experience, okay? Stop being scared of astral projection. You astral travel, you project and leave your corporeal body every single night. The thing is, you're just not lucid. At that point, you're in a state of amnesia, so you don't remember returning back to your vessel. But you leave this vessel every single night. You aren't the body. You are the soul and spirit having a human experience, okay? Peace, love, and light to everyone.
Don't let.
Take notes, Haven. When you on vacation, take notes.
Bro, that was a scary one. This man's gonna try to get your slips back, Sally. Yeah, very important. Oh, here you go.
We don't support or condone animal cruelty. However, we know these monkeys, these animals are wild and they could be very unpredictable and very dangerous. So I say, shout out to this guy for teaching us how to handle when a monkey takes something from you. You bait it with some damn food and give him a good kicking. Give me my stuff back. That's just me. Whatever. That's my opinion. Merely opinion. Speculation. Do your own homework and research for proper discernment.
Gnarly. That was gnarly. Gonna go back to the beach now.
I did it. Do something. I did it. Do something. Sitting there spinning. See me right now. See me right now. See me right now. You spit and see me right now. Knock your little ass the fuck out, man. What? What? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. What you want to do? What you want to do? Oh, let's do something. Driver. Oh my God. No. Oh, damn. Damn, mom. Damn, mom. I'm a motherfucking killer, nigga. You got me fucked up. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? You want to bitch? Damn. I got killed, nigga. Oh my God.
Check out the raw power of. Oh, y'all hear the music outside? Yo, it's gonna be tough getting through the last 10 minutes, but we gonna get through it. Yo, listen, man. Listen. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think old school was wrong? Now, I'm a little 50-50. One, why is the young bull provoking old school? Two, y'all heard what old school said, right? I'm not gonna repeat those words and get this video taken down or demonetized and all that nonsense. But y'all heard what he said, right? So point being is, be careful who you messing with. You never know who you messing with and who, if they turn their life around or what. You know what I'm saying? He probably going through things in his personal life where he just all bottled up. And you gave him a reason to explode. I don't know. I'm 50-50. I feel like they both wrong for real. Because we supposed to be better than that. Why you provoking them? And you as a grown-ass adult, a grown-ass man, you probably have offspring his age. Why is you pouncing and beating on this young man? He probably need a good beating. But I'm 50-50. That's just me, Haven. Let me know if you disagree and how you feel about it. This music is I don't know. They turned it on and off. When they come back, I'm going to mute up. We just going to work through it, man. But let me know what y'all think about that right there. That was crazy. I had to show y'all that. That was crazy. Because he wasn't playing. Old School was really beating on him. He said, yo, I'm a such and such. I such and such. Yo, I do you like this. Said, come on, man. That's me out of there. Let me out of there, man. Let me out of there. Get out of there.
Y'all watch closely.
All right.
Couple miles out. Hold on a second.
Watch this.
Look, this is the one. Look at these birds, man. So here's my question. If I can only zoom in this far on some birds like a mile or two away, why is it when I zoom in on the sun, the moon, I can get so close? That's my question, and that's what I want y'all to think about. Seriously, man. I mean, look, the detail's pretty good and all, but look at the moon right here. Look how detailed the moon is. It should be up top up there if you look, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I love my P1000 because it's very, very powerful. I just don't see how it's that powerful. It can zoom in 93 million miles away.
Right.
Okay?
At first, I'm thinking, YT gang doing white people shit. No, this is a CPS case. What are you doing? Where the baby mama at?
Right.
Oh, Lord. At first, I'm thinking, YT gang doing white people shit. No.
This is why women don't leave men with the offspring. Look at this, y'all. Just look at this.
No, this is a CPS case. What are you doing? Where the baby mama at? Oh, Lord. At first, I'm thinking, YT gang doing white people shit. No, this is a CPS case. What are you doing? Where the baby mama at?
This is the reason why you should always close the lid before you flush the toilet. If you didn't know, now you know. See, because when you flush the toilet, doodle flake particles, they come out of the water, as you can see right there, and they leave a turd mist throughout the whole entire bathroom. Literally submerging the whole entire bathroom in turd mist.
Pretty much.
As y'all can see right here, the little green dots, that's the turd mist that I was talking about. That's what happened when getting doodle flake.
I learned this years ago, and I be having a problem when my family members flush the toilet with the toilet open. Like, I be trying to tell them, like, yo, what are you doing? Like, apparently I'm the crazy one, and this, that, XYZ. I be doing too much. I care too much. We're gonna die anyway. All of this nonsense that's being said about the things I talk about when I talk to my family. Whatever.
Flakes inside of your mouth. Crazy. Make sure y'all close that lid before y'all flush the toilet.
Right.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom, and stay tuned. Remember, y'all want the sauce on how to blow up on social media. Only thing I do is comment down below ATM. This is the exact reason right now.
I don't know how I feel about that video right there. I wanted to show you guys, but I feel like that was CBA. If it's not, hey, maybe, maybe I need to experience traveling and jumping through portals or jumping through dimensions instantaneously. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let's keep going on.
If a cockazoid touch me right now, I'm tweaking. Then LeBron put it on a petri dish and let it cook. In the meantime, Buddy decides to up the score on the ops and feed him to ants. And then, he put $1 on the petri dish, to see the bacteria that's on the $1. And then he grabbed a little sample from a cup just to show you how disgusting it is. This is the roach sample, and the others is the others. This how dirty your money is. Yes, it's kind of fucking disgusting. This how dirty your cup is. That's not pretty either. But it takes the cake. The cockroach. Absolutely, positively atrocious. I'll be the one tripping if I make a flamethrower out of a Ray can. Literally make me a new type of fire contraption. Roach spec. Y'all let me know in the comments though. Do y'all really think I be tweaking when I be seeing a roach? Or did this video just confirm everything? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. And remember, if you want the sauce or the method how to blow up on social media, comment down below ATM and I'm gonna send you the method to turn your phone into an ATM money machine.
Because your third eye ain't open, which is your first eye. Because that's the eye you used with when you was God. You see what I'm saying? So what's gonna happen? It's gonna go like this. Boom. Cracker, Cracker told me 2 weeks ago, about a month ago. The Cracker said, look, he said all the stuff in Revelation, he said we at the way at the end of that. He said what's happening is if the revelations would have happened 2,000 years ago, with the technology that we didn't have as far as the illusionary technology, he said you could see it because it would have been real. He said now the white boy is able to control what goes in the world, because if it don't come on the news, you don't know what's going on in the world. So how the hell you know what's going on? You see? And he only reports a little bit of that. You see? There's things that's going on miraculous proportions every hour, but he don't report it because the news is full of all kind of bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Who got killed across town? You see what I'm saying?
Yo, they just crafted somebody?
This is why you shouldn't argue with people who's not mentally there.
Wait a minute, yo. Did they just craft somebody? Did they just... what did we just witness? Keep going on. Yo, it's really how it be.
Arguing with these types of people will have you gaslit into proving your point. They aren't stupid, they just make bad decisions. And I'm not arguing with anybody over anything if you make bad decisions. Like, if you unhealthy and you trying to get in an argument with me about proper nutrition, what are we talking for? You can live with somebody who's kind of remedial. And the types of arguments that y'all will have was crazy. It'll go from point A to point B to point C, back to point A, just to prove you was right the whole time. So the moral of the story is, if you know that this is an alligator, don't argue with somebody who thinks it's a log.
Look at this, y'all. Look at this.
Damn, Jordan, they can't get a waiver, nothing? All these people out here that support your brand, buy your Jordans, put money in your pocket, and they can't even get a simple wave. Now, I've heard stories that you don't fool with your own people. When I say your own people, you know what I'm talking about. People of your skin tone, people of your ethnicity. And this right here kind of proves it to be true. Understand you're older, you're retired, and you're probably tired. You done met a lot of fans in your life, but you can't acknowledge them. Even a head nod, like, what's up? Something. You just looked at them and put your head down. Come on, dog, loosen up a little bit.
I went over there, and I was just like, and I don't mean to be rude, but Mike, I just want to know if I could get a picture. I wasn't mad if he said no, but the way he said it, he said, "Oh, hell nah, man, I ain't taking no pictures with no niggas." He goes, "You know what? I'll tell you what. You pay $15,000 right now for a jersey from me, and I'll take a picture with you." I never been so heated in my life, man. My heart just started racing like, I'm about to steal off on this fool.
Yo, Haven. That's the end of the presentation. Like I said, I just got up, brushed my teeth, and came to hang out with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys really enjoyed the presentation. If you wasn't in a good mood, I really hope you are in a better mood. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown a seed with me, it will be returned 100-fold, as the Most High used you as a divine vessel to divinely support yours truly, because it's all about divine support. I just want to say grace, gratitude, and thanks, peace, and prosperity to you and yours. If you would like to do the same, links in the description, or check the About tab on the channel, because it never goes unnoticed and it really does help. You know what I'm saying? It helps my well-being, my foundation, and the channel. So if you don't know, now you know. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we go up. If you've been here from the beginning, I send deep divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me read this disclaimer one more time. Full disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. Yo, listen. Haven, I'm out of here. Love and unity. I'm out. Before I leave, once again, huge big shout out to TYJ for supporting everything that we do, everything. Huge big shout out, man. Peace and prosperity never goes unnoticed. Love and unity. I'm out, Haven.
I'm out in space, I'm flawless. I'm no slowing down, let's speed it. Taking off, I'm taking off. Buckle up, D2, galactic